Hi everyone! So it's time to announce the next book I'm going to be reading, but I'm actually here to announce the next 5 books. I quite like doing the announcements in bulk rather than doing individual videos as I've done in previous years and everything. So here we go, I've got the next 5 lined up. Now, looking at my bookcase of books that I haven't read yet, I noticed that I have actually got probably about 10 young adult fiction books. So I thought, you know what? Let's have the next 5 be young adult fiction. But which 5 are they going to be? Well, here we go. The first one of the 5, so the book I'm going to be reading right next is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. Now, as you know, I really like Cassandra Clare's books. I have read The Mortal Instruments. I've read the prequels to that. I have gotten through Bane, the Brain. Yeah, turn on my brain. The Bane Chronicles and the Shadowhunter Academy, and the next book to appear after that is Lady Midnight. This is the first of a trilogy called The Dark Artifices, see right here, and this follows a character called Emma Carstairs, who was introduced at the end of the Mortal Instruments series and is set 5 years after the Mortal Instruments series. My sister is like pretty much completely up to date with all of Cassandra Clare's work, and she is desperate for me to read this. And I finally, because now I've gotten into the flow, I'm in a really good reading flow at the minute, and work should be calming down now because January is our busiest period. I'm like, right, I can start on chunkier books, and this is over 600 pages, this one. So this is my first kind of chunky book, as it were, of the year. So yeah, I'm quite excited to start reading The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare. Then the next two, are actually from the same author. These are 2 that my sister really is excited for me to read. And the first one is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. This one I bought after... Oh, no, I had bought it before my sister had read it. That was it. I had it for ages because I thought it was an interesting concept. And then my sister read it and she absolutely adored it. It says, the story of a girl who learns to live from a boy who wants to die. I know that it's being made into a film. I think the film comes out this year, but I don't know if it's like Netflix or if it's a proper, film release in cinema. But yeah, I'm quite interested to read All the Bright Places. And the same author, I've got another one of her books, which is going to be the next one, which is Holding Up the Universe. This is one, I remember my sister telling me about a girl who is judged because she's overweight, and she meets a boy who has this condition where he can look at somebody and then turn away and look back at them, and he can't remember who they are, or he can't, he doesn't recognize their face. I think that's actually a condition that Joanna Lumley has, because I remember her talking about how she has worked with people for like years and years and years, and she, when like meet up at an award ceremony, she can't remember them, or she can't recognize their face because of this. But anyway, in this book is about how these 2 characters meet and their kind of relationship and how it helps each of them. But that's also by Jennifer Niven. So, and the other 2 are Everything by Nicola Yon. Yon. I'm not sure how to pronounce her surname. If I'm getting it wrong, which probably most likely I am, I do apologise. This was made into a film. I remember the trailer kind of being pretty much everywhere for quite a while in the cinema, and then it never came to my cinema, so I never got to see it. Everything is about a girl who meets a boy who changes everything for her, as she lives basically in a house because she's pretty much kind of like allergic to everything, or she has this kind of medical condition that she can't be kind of exposed to general like atmosphere and air and everything because it could kill her. And it's all about these 2 people and what they mean to each other and how they change each other's lives, sort of thing. But yeah, I could quite like to watch the film as well after I've read this book, and then I can give you a review of that as well. And then the final one is one that I will admit I just absolutely gushed and fell in love with the cover. But then I gushed and fell in love with the cover for the binding, which I've just reviewed, and I did not get along with that. So we'll just have to see how this one goes. And it's Ink by Alice Broadway. I think the concept of this one is really interesting as well. Ink is a story, it's kind of set in a universe where the things that you do in life appear as tattoos on your body. But what if there are certain things that you want to hide about your past? How do you hide from it when everyone can see it on your body? I just loved that. I thought that was a really interesting idea. I bought this book years ago in Stratford upon Avon. It was, I think that was the same trip where I bought The Dry, which I absolutely was my number one book last year. So, and I've had it for so long. This actually has a sequel, which is available in paperback. So it's been out for that sequel for well over a year. So I think that tells you I really should get round to reading it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get through as many books on my to be read list as possible. So I'm going to give Ink a go. So those are my next 5 books. We have got Lady Midnight, All the Bright Places, Holding Up the Universe, Everything, Everything, and Ink. So I will be back with my thoughts on Lady Midnight as soon as I am done. As I said, this is my first chunky book of the year. It's over 600 pages, so I might not be able to get a review to you guys in a week, but we'll just have to see. I'm in a really good reading flow at the minute. I think that's why I've been able to do 1 book a week in the time when it's the busiest time of year for my work. And this is why I'd been reading smaller books, but let's see how we do with chunkier books. So I might be back in a week, it might be a bit longer. We'll just have to see, but I'll be back with my thoughts on Lady Midnight as soon as I am done. All right, you guys, see you later.